So in this video, we're going to talk about linking tables from front-end to back-end databases and relinking them when the data source moves. So I have two databases here. Let's move this up into a clearer area here. We have a sample database. We have a fairly typical split database. But this video is going to cover more about the linking process. So here we have the data for that sample database. So I'm going to open this up. And here we have the database. Well, we have the data tables over here. Now, you may very well encounter a system that downloads a database from somewhere to the Northwind database, has that where the database is split. If I open up the database itself, and we see the database is open here, now you see this one has all the queries and the forms and the reports are in here, and the data's in the other one. So how do we actually do the connection? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to go up here to external data, and then I'm going to go to a new data source. Now, depends on, in this case, the data is in another Access database. At this point, I have to find the file with the backend data. So we go back to the desktop. So here we locate the backend file and double click. Now there are two options. In some cases, we might want to import that data as a local table, but in this case, we want the split database where the application tables are linked to the backend. And now, at last, we have a list of all the tables in the backend database that we selected. And so we're just going to select all of this. Okay. And now you see the tables are in here, but there's a slight difference. You see, you have this arrow. And this arrow tells me that it's a link. Like, I can open the cities table here. I can open the phone numbers table here. Oh, the data is not actually here. It's in the backend database. And this is simply a link. You can think of it as a hyperlink to a website. But there's one more thing I want to show. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. And what if the data moves? Now, you generally don't recognize that, but let's put another folder here. And let's say new data location. We're going to take the database and move it in here. And now when we try to open it, it's going to fail. We're going to get an error message. But if we try double clicking, none of the forms are going to work. Yeah, you see, so we need to reconnect. We need to relink the data. And then so we're going to go ahead and let's just right click on the tables and then go into Linked Table Manager. Now the interface could look a little bit different depending on your version of Access. But what we see here is that it's still looking at the old locations. So what we want to do is I'm just going to make sure all of these are selected and we'll be able to edit. And I think we named it to a new data location. So in this case, we know the name of the folder. If you don't remember, one option is to just remove the tables and re-add them. But this is the quick way to do it. And now we've replaced that, and so we're just going to refresh. When you get it close here, and now you see the data tables are relinked.